Hey, this is DM Allen. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started.
Last time on Roll with Advantage.
So you guys run aground again, and this time the submerged stalagmite cuts so far deep into the ship that the ship actually stops moving forward.
I raise with my left hand up the conch and to put it to his lips and push on his stomach to make him exhale into the conch. I'll start scrambling from pole to pole if this is successful, using the same technique to get the crew to Maelstrom.
10, you hear a splash and water splashing everywhere, and you hear Kenyon shouting, "Help! Help!"
I dive in dramatically, throwing a shark tooth to the side.
These pseudopods come up out of the water and wrap around you and Kenyon. 10.
I can't really see the pseudopods anymore because they're underwater.
Right.
And they
But
are
you
water?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Water, yeah.
Yep.
Like,
They're
so
effectively invisible.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to wait until I see the water rise up so that
Okay.
I have something to aim at. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll hold my action.
Sounds good. Manette, your turn.
I'm going to cast Mend.
Okay. And run up to the top of the deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try and get as high up as I can. Best vantage point.
Okay, so roll me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics?
Yes.
Not athletics?
You can do athletics if you'd like.
13.
Okay. So trying to get to the highest vantage point possible, you run to the top of the deck, and you look over to the side rail, and there's a rope there, and you grab onto just above the deck, and you cut the rope, and it pulls you up to one of the sail cross members. Not the highest one, but you're still at a vantage point at this point. You zip up and you're able to hang on. You are not on top of that. So
If I was not underwater, I'd say you'd have to pay for that, but I don't want to pay for the hull damage, so I'll let it slide.
yeah.
I'll cast Mend on it later. It'll increase the accuracy of that rope.
There you go.
Bond.
I'm gonna hold my action until something touches me.
And then you're going
I
to
guess.
boop it?
So I'm just gonna tread water for now,
Okay.
because I'm assuming I can't see water in water. So
Right. Yeah, you can't.
I'll just hold.
So that moment is now.
Punch, 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 punch.
So what happens is 2 more pseudopods come up out of the air, or out of the water. 10, go ahead and
Sacred Flame. Alright, so that's 3d8 plus my wisdom modifier.
is it a save for me?
Dex.
Dex save of 18.
Meets.
Okay.
Oh.
No
Yep.
damage.
Oh, no damage. Not half, that's right, because it's a cantrip.
Saber suck.
And I
Yep.
rolled good on that, too.
You did.
Oh.
Bonus action spell?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Bless on Bon, Kenyon, and Manette.
All right, Bon, it's your turn.
Attacking in water is disadvantage. Yes.
Yes,
That's 17 and 18. So
both hit.
And I remembered that it's gonna be damaged.
Oh. But is it already damaged?
It's about to be 15 total bludgeoning damage, and then I'm gonna, after punching it, I'm gonna focus purely on defense.
chopping it.
Magical
Key point?
fists, right?
Yeah, he's got magic fists.
Yeah. Game wise, I'm taking the dodge action.
Yeah,
Perfect.
patient defense.
Nice. Okay, so another attempt at grappling Bon.
Ooh, not nearly as good at 14.
Yeah, you're grappled AF, and you're starting to be pulled under the water.
Okay.
Kenyon, you are dragged down. What would you like to do?
I'm still swinging.
Okay.
Disadvantage, I'm just going to roll both attacks. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
And I got 2 hits. 30 points on the first swing and 25 on the second swing. And more bubbles.
All right. I need you to do another contested grapple for me, please.
Ooh, they're trying to pin me?
No, it's make sure it can maintain its hold on you.
Oh, nice. 24.
So when you swipe out with your axe, you seem to have cut the severed whatever connection there was, and the water like releases from you. You feel like this current moving around you, but you're not grappled at this moment.
I'd like to use 15 feet of movement, or 20 feet of movement, like half my movement.
Okay.
To swim toward Bon.
Okay. Up towards the surface, or just like getting to him?
I'm perpendicular angle.
Yeah.
Like I assume it's going to drag him straight down, and I'm trying to move to intercept.
Okay. I got you. Okay, yeah. So you are swimming towards him. You're able to get to him.
Okay. I want to essentially see if I can see what's pulling, and if it leaves my threatened area, swing at it. But yes.
Okay. It is Kyo's turn.
All right, so is Bond pulled all the way under at this point? So there's no tendril thingies that I have any chance of seeing?
Nope.
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step. One hand's on my glass staff, and with the other, I pull out my vampire dagger. The
wooden dagger.
The petrified wooden blade.
Die, water vampire!
And I'm going to attack at the tendril at disadvantage because I can't see it.
Okay.
It's invisible to me.
But if you're next to Bon,
Oh, yeah, but I still don't
pack
know.
tactics, it would balance out, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I'll give you. I mean, that's how your stuff works. So yeah.
So yeah, I don't get a disadvantage because I have the weapon, but
Right.
so. All right, so it cancels out. So I stab at it with the dagger.
Okay.
So that is 15 plus.
You're gonna hit.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what my pluses are on this one too well. I think it's a plus.
At least +4 because you're wearing ogre gauntlets. You're both strength driven.
Yeah, I have.
So you're gonna hit, bro.
4 and yeah, it's. I think it's +8.
Yeah, you hit.
And I deal 1 mighty D4 +4 damage. So 6 stabby damage.
The water hates the wood.
Yeah.
10.
So, because what I was thinking of doing was casting Control Water and then using Redirect Flow to basically move a bunch of water out of the way so that I can see where Bon and Kenyon are.
Okay.
And then presumably the pseudopods would either be visible on them or they would be moved out also.
Okay.
Come on, Moses.
Yeah.
So
That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, I'm going to use a 5th level spell slot to cast Control Water then. And yeah, I guess I'll kind of start out with part water where I do the Moses thing. I can control 100 cubic feet of water. Yeah, a cube up to 100 feet on a side.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a lot
That's
more.
more.
That's a lot more.
Yeah,
That's a lot more.
so
Yeah.
100 feet on a side.
Yeah. So you're able to. So you use that and you're able to part it and you.
But in a way that doesn't like create a 50-foot chasm for them to drop in. Yeah.
Yep. So you part all of this water, and you can see it's like cut water underneath them, and there is these water elementals that are grounded in this plane of water, and they are holding on to Bon. One of them is. You see another one chasing after Kenyon.
So is it like little blobs of water moving in the empty space?
Think of very large blobs
Or
of
very
water.
large blobs? Okay.
Yeah.
How many?
You can see 2.
Okay.
Badass
Yes.
cast.
Thank you.
Is my head out of the water at this point?
Yeah.
Then I take another breath. Like,
We're no longer blessed.
Yeah, you're definitely no longer blessed.
So do I need to feather fall? Yeah, I Misty Step down
Oh,
into
that's
the water.
right. Yes, you feather fall.
Okay, I feather fall.
Okay, so you feather fall.
To me, my broom.
Akio broom.
But yeah, now you guys can breathe and we can see them and
That's
kill
awesome.
them.
Nice. And
I stand up on the support, whatever I'm on.
Yep.
And I shoot the things.
okay. Which one are you shooting? The one that's on Bon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Because I'm going to miss anyways at 14.
14 hits.
Ooh, 14 does it. Sweet.
That's a lot of dice.
Yep. Sneak attack.
Thanks, Bon, for being there. For
Yeah,
me.
no problem.
you're always there.
Glad I could get tangled up for you.
Aw.
31, 30, 40 damage.
40. A point of water bursts around you, and you've got the thunder damage in there too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it like just shatters this water. I need you to make another a contested grapple, please.
22.
Okay, so you are held by this large water elemental, and you're being grappled by its pseudopods, and the chest portion of this elemental like blows outward, and it cuts in half, and you start to drop. Using your monk like agility, you're able to land in the water without like taking any fall damage.
Can I take a dive action?
You can take a dive action if you'd like. The water elemental starts to like reform, kind of. So it's your turn, Bon.
All right, so I fall through the air, and I like, at first I'm like, whoa! But then I like realize that I'm a monk and totally know how to fall, and I turn it into this sick dive. I dive into the water, and I swim up, and I poke my head out the side of this controlled water area.
Okay.
I'm looking like, where'd it go?
If I understand this correctly, you landed in the bottom of the cube. You swum up the other side of the cube.
Yep.
And now you're coming out the wall.
Yep.
So are you like just jumping out the wall and like landing on this water elemental, like
Yeah.
to beat the shit out of it?
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I
Let's
will.
go with that.
yeah. Okay, so go ahead and make your attack. Yeah, I like that. Like,
Do it.
come on, Aquaman.
And
Hey,
the first one
roll
went to
better.
the air. The first one went to the air, and the second one was a 15
The 15 hits.
for 12 bludgeoning damage. And then I'm going to dodge again.
All right, so you rocket forth from this water wall, and you like Superman punch, and you miss with the first hit, but your bodies collide together, and during the collision, you just rabbit punch it right in its like elemental side.
Yeah, water.
The water, as you guys collide together, starts to wrap around you. It is not trying to restrain you; it's engulfing you.
That's rude.
Yeah. So for the effects of this, anybody who's making an attack at the water elemental will have disadvantage because they're trying not to hit you. Basically, it's creating a water-like shell around you, encasing you in the water. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The other water elemental is going after Kinyan and is able to catch up and attacks from behind Kinyan.
At advantage.
The first hit misses. Second hit is a 17.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. Kinyan, it's your turn.
I was headed toward Bond before he bro-pedoed out of the water. So I imagine I'm near the elemental at this point.
Yep.
And I will attack the elemental that's claiming my monk friend at disadvantage.
Okay.
2 times, recklessly. My lowest is a 20.
Okay. Yep, they both hit.
And it's 50 points of damage total.
Holy shit.
Dang.
So you carve along like the thin bit. Like, Bon, what you're seeing is your orc friend like just wildly swinging, but with precision aim, he cuts just past the front of your face, slicing this water, and he takes a second pass on down your back and slices the water again, and the water just dissipates and lets you drop into the bottom of this cube where you swim around. As soon as you hit the water, a third water elemental comes up and grabs you.
And did this first one expire?
Yes.
Then I immediately swing recklessly at the third water elemental as I've killed one.
Yeah, so the pseudopods start to come up out of the water, and Kenyon starts swiping.
With advantage.
With advantage.
And 2 20s.
What?
I have Orcish Fury at this point, and Kenyon's not messing around. I mean, I have 2 more D12s. I'm going to roll 7 of them.
Give me the bloody ones.
Here's some bloody D12s.
I bought those for my half-orc.
They're from Ben, though.
But I've tried his D12s, and they are good.
1.
2 and a 4, Ben! Oh, look at these other ones.
Hey, that's 6 more than you would have gotten.
12, 11, 10.
You can re-roll 2s, right?
No. 74 points of damage on one swing.
Holy shit. Okay, so, Bon, you're not in danger.
They seem fine to me, Dan. I just rolled those 2 dice and I got a 9 and 11, so not the dice.
So Kenyon comes in, and like you're looking up, you don't even see the pseudopods as they're like coming up behind you, and Kenyon swings one more time just above your head, giving you a nice modern haircut.
On my bald head.
On your bald head, yeah.
Freshly shaved.
Yeah, it takes the stubble off.
The swing pulls the hairs out across.
I'm like, dude, what the?
Yeah, and then
Enemies that way.
water splashes down on your head as he breaks those pseudopods. More pseudopods start coming up around.
You just one-shot that thing?
No. But he took out the arms.
Damn,
so
I heard that
pretty good.
Really impressive.
Yeah, he did. More pseudopods come up and around. I'm trying to remember. It was Kenyon's turn, right? So it's Kyo.
Yep. And so I used a bonus action to burning a 3rd level spell slot on a Misty Step.
Okay.
To bamf back to my broom.
Okay.
And I try to gain altitude, and I item interaction, or well, I don't know. Will you let me put my dagger away and pull out my wand?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I shoot a magic missile.
Just one, though.
Just a single magic missile.
So they're striking at the tendrils. One tendril takes 5, another tendril takes 5, and one takes 4.
Okay. 5, 5, and 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All at the same water elemental?
I can't tell the difference.
Okay. One behind Kenyon or the one trying to engulf Bon?
The one's around Bon. He seems to be a little more in trouble than Kenyon.
I don't know what you're talking about. Every time something attacks me, it dies.
It's almost like Bon is protected.
Wah, wah.
That and Kenyon got my dog into this mess. So.
Yeah. It is Tin's turn. Tin.
Then I'm going to use my Radiance of the Dawn so I don't have to worry about disadvantage.
I think it's within 30 feet of you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, never mind. JK.
You could jump down into the water.
Shabloop.
Yeah. And then they could
You
hit
control it.
With your
I
wings.
guess I could now.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
We're fighting water elementals. Jumping into the water is not the smartest move.
I'm just going to do Sacred Flame again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was Dex. Yeah, that's a Dex save.
15.
So that's 13 radiant damage.
Nice.
To the one behind Kinnian or the one around Bon? Okay, it is Manette's turn. So many D4s.
Yeah, we're using the shit out of my my wand of magic missile.
Nice.
I'm gonna expend 6 slots,
Oh shit.
6 charges.
You just like and
Yep.
boom, shoot the magic missile wand off.
Magic assault rifle.
We're gonna do 4 and 4 to
Okay.
to different things. So
Let's first resolve the one around Bon.
17.
Okay.
15.
15
The other one.
to the other one. The puddle of water around you, Bon, no longer feels like it has a current, and
I'm able to control it now.
yes,
Yeah.
and
Take that, corpse.
That's fucked up.
As a prank, you make it like form pseudopods.
Like, oh, I'm a water elemental. You bet him like, come here often. Continue.
The other one.
Yes, yeah, the one around Kinnian.
Make a strength saving throw, please.
That's pretty good. 15.
15 is not good enough.
All right.
Not good enough.
Subbar.
Let's see here. I got a 9, a 1, and a 2.
A 9, 1, and a 2, and I'm blown back, right?
20 feet back.
That is a par.
Okay.
And 12 points of force damage.
You should roll better.
Yeah. I've been getting that a lot tonight.
Yeah. Okay, so you reach out with your fist and curl the air around it. It punches the form and blows it backwards into the water wall, and it just disappears into the water wall. It is its turn. Now it's Kinnian's turn.
Boom, 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 boom.
Do I perceive anything at this point?
You would have perceived, like, you would have seen the water elemental get blown into the water wall. You don't see any enemies at this point. You're just treading water.
I'm thirsty. I'm drinking a potion.
I really want,
You
like,
could just
one
drink the
of
water
those.
nearby.
No, that's bad
knows
for the
better.
liver.
He knows better.
I really want, like, the noise that the wheel makes on Price is Right, where it's like for this. Yep.
Red first. 2 and a 4.
2 and a 4. All right, 2 and 4. This is called a failed potion of cure disease. Until you end a long rest or have a remove curse casted on you, you are covered in red-hot blisters that pop when you move, taking 2d6 magical popping damage
Oh, fuck.
for every 10 feet you move.
Ugh.
What?
Yes.
You
Two-
got
2d4
Fucked.
damage per 10 feet move?
2d6 damage for every. So let me clarify. When you move, so if your body moves, it doesn't happen. Think of this as like you are now covered in hot, like, nasty welts, and as you move, you're breaking those blisters. So it, like, chafes on your armor and stuff like that.
Dude, you look gross.
I think you might be concerned. You've had this disease before, haven't you?
I know. I got
Oh, no.
certain
I got
parts of those.
penicillin for it last time.
Oh no, a flare up!
Did you get it from some? Did you get it from some lady from Kenyon?
Yeah.
God, we're in the same water as him.
2d6 for each 10 feet of movement.
Yes. And then you also, your skin turns sickly green until you complete the long rest as well. That's your secondary effect. So he has, like, his skin
You look
has
like Christmas, but really gross. The red blisters and sickly green skin.
oh my gosh.
I turned to Bon and I'm like, potions was a bad choice.
So
needs
this
a
is a
lesser.
disease?
Discount.
Okay.
Discount potions.
Well, no, it's not a disease.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
So he needs to sleep it off or get removed curse. Bon, when he says that, like, potions was a bad choice, like, one of the blisters on his forehead pops and, like, hits you in the face.
Oh, gross! And I dive in the water. I was like, oh god, Kitty, you got it all over me.
He dives in the water. No! The pseudopod has
And
him.
when I say potions was a bad choice, I say it with my voice cracking like I'm going through puberty. I got the orc pebbles.
Keo, your turn.
I see Bon get dragged into the water. So I magic missile the water that drag Bon.
Okay.
That
All
drag
right.
Bon. 11 points of force damage to the water that I think dragged Bon in.
All right. Tin.
So is there still that one pseudopod?
No, there is nothing currently.
Oh, it's somewhere. Okay.
It disappeared.
I'm going to hold my action besides maintaining control water.
Okay. Are you just waiting for a target to become visible, basically?
You have to call your action.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't just roll
sorry.
action.
It's okay.
I'm going to wait for either an enemy to become visible or for Kenyan to board the ship.
Okay. All right. Manette.
I'm gonna hold my action until I see something threatening.
Okay.
And then I will shoot it.
Bon, you went under the water? You come back up?
Yeah, I'm gonna start swimming towards the surface.
Okay. Okay. Do you start making your way towards the ship
Yeah.
at this point? Okay. And then Kenyan.
Do I see anything?
Nope.
I move my arm. Nothing
Okay.
happens.
It doesn't, it hurts, but
This sucks, and I bamf back to the ship
okay.
and,
Nice.
and walk 10 feet toward my room,
Yep.
suffering 7 points of damage.
All right.
Kenyan, do you want me to take care of that?
This is a private pain.
Okay.
Private pain.
Okay.
And I lay down in the bed
Like, ouch.
because it's gonna hurt too much to try to get upside
Go
down.
upstairs. Oh, I got you.
Hang
Yeah.
upside down. I'm just like, fetal position on the bed.
Keo.
I'm going to use Mage Hand to move the rope that's dangling down over towards Bon.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
You're able to put it right in front of his face.
yeah, the one that's tied up to the yard arm.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. The yard.
The
arm?
yard is the cross
horizontal.
member, and the yard arm is the outside portion of the
Nice.
cross member.
Google.
Yeah.
If the rope ladder's not down, I put the rope ladder down.
Okay. Kick the rope ladder over.
Yeah.
And I assume you're holding still.
Yeah, I'd like to do like a perception roll just to see if there's anything else fishy, maybe not necessarily where we've been focusing.
Okay. Okay.
11.
11. You see sharks circling your boat. You do not see them coming near. They're keeping a exact circle.
How far out are they?
Far enough, probably about 80 feet horizontally.
Okay.
And when you're looking down, it is like a legitimately exact circle. You couldn't have drawn a better circle.
It's like
With a
creepily
compass.
accurate.
Yes, like a compass could not have drawn a better circle. Hey everyone, I'm DM Alan. This is Season 2, Episode 30. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Thank you all so much for sharing us on social media and letting everyone know who we are and what we're about. That's been absolutely fantastic. If you haven't already, go ahead and share us. We're at DM's Table on Twitter and at the DM's Table on Facebook. Use the hashtag RollWithAdvantage so that we can see it. Real quick before we get into everything, hit us up and let us know what cons you are going to be at. It's con season and we would love to meet you guys. I think that would be absolutely fantastic for everyone at the table. So let us know on social media what cons you're going to. All right, here's AJ, voice of Manette, with this week's sponsor.
This week's sponsor is Audible. Audible is an amazing audiobook platform that has over 180,000 audiobooks to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Our listeners get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/RWA. This week, I want to recommend The Land series by Alarong Kong. The Land is one of my favorite lit RPG series. It has memorable characters and great action sequences mixed with game-like city management. One of the things I like most about this series compared to other lit RPGs is it really seems to have legs. Other series tend to slow down after a few installments, but there's already 7 books out in this series. The first 6 average around 12 hours each, but the 7th was 47 hours. And on Audible, every book is just 1 credit, so that's a great deal. Pick up The Land Founding today to start the journey.
I am a giant fan of that book. I really think you should check it out. Do yourself a favor and go listen to it or go read it. Also, we can't forget about Incompetech. Incompetech.com has been with us since the beginning. Go check them out. They're absolutely fantastic. They've got great background music for setting scenes and getting everyone into combat or getting everyone into the intrigue mood. They are fantastic scores that everybody will really enjoy because it's going to bring them into your game further. Go check them out. It's Incompetech.com. Heck, don't believe me? Here's a sample. Like I said, absolutely fantastic. All right, let's get back to the episode. Enjoy, guys. See you out on the internet. Bye.
Can I shoot one?
Yeah, go. You can attempt.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Trying to make them angry?
Apparently.
Yes.
Maybe it'll scare them off, though.
They're sharks. They were born angry.
Fuck off, die. So I miss.
Okay, so you shoot into the water and it misses, and the sharks are not fazed by this.
Stupid light refraction.
Yeah. Bon, climb up the rope.
Actually, I'm gonna look for the thing the ship's stuck on. Do I see a pillar of rock under
You
the ship?
do.
How thick does it look?
It's pretty formidable. I mean, I'd say it's about the same size as what the stalactite was, about 20 foot diameter.
Okay. Do I think I could break it with some Fists of Unbroken Air?
No, not at all.
Okay. I go up the rope.
Okay. At this point, Bon is on the rope, Kinian is laying in his bed, and Keo.
Yes, so I release... So I have the rope floating.
Yep.
With kind of where I thought
Supper was?
supper was.
Yep.
And I'm going to release concentration on his banishment and try to, real quick, tie the rope around his harness.
Okay.
With a mage hand. I don't know if you need like a sleight of hand or...
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand. But I want you to use whatever Arcana modifier is used. So, I think it's intelligence.
Charisma's my spellcasting.
Oh, okay.
So you want me to use that instead of
Yes.
All right. So it goes from a +3 to a +4 because I'm not trained. Oh no! 5.
5? Oh,
You
no.
hang, Supper.
You roll a 1. It's an auto fail.
Well, there
no.
aren't no skill things aren't auto fails.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So you
But if the DC is more than 5,
Tie a noose.
no, you're unsuccessful in catching Supper. Supper takes a point of damage as it hits the water because
I use
Supper
my
was
reaction to
above the water.
Featherfall Supper
Okay.
at 5th level.
Okay. Do you have a way to get him up out of the water? This turn at least.
No, because that was my all I would have would be a bonus action
Okay.
at this point.
At this time, you guys feel as if danger has passed, other than the ominous sharks.
Yeah.
So go ahead and describe what you're doing.
Well, now that it's not under pressure of time, it's
Mhm.
very easy to tie onto
Yes.
the harness of Supper. And the tricky part was timing it to, make him appear right as I'm swooping the rope through.
Yep.
But
But
I fly down and I just pick him up and fly up with him.
okay. You guys are all back on the ship. You guys had a long rest.
Yay.
We had a long rest.
Yeah.
Good news, I made breakfast for everybody. Bad news, it's salted fish.
Again? I eat it.
I rinsed it. Don't worry.
I think Minette, you're drinking your morning coffee or whatever, and I think you're sitting out or standing out on the deck up by the helm, and you're looking out and you're still seeing the sharks.
Yep.
Just kind of sipping your coffee and trying to figure out what the fuck is happening there.
They're just a circle of sharks.
Yeah, an exact circle of sharks.
A
It's not like a
very
loose-
precise
Yes.
circle of
If
sharks.
I swim through the circle, what'll make a ding ding noise or something like that?
You're not sure?
You won't know until you try.
I approach Kenny.
Yeah.
We gotta get this ship off the spike.
I agree. Do you think we should move into Skullport and check for supplies?
We could do that, or I don't know.
Can't you disguise yourself and scout ahead?
I could. I turn into the octo form.
So Bond turns into a replicant image of one of the divinely chosen sea spawn that you guys have fought in the past.
That is creepy.
Can I have the conch?
I pass it to Minette.
I attune to it.
Okay.
Kenion's assuming he's just lending this.
It's temporary. I'll
It's
give
temporary,
it back. I want to go to Maelstrom and be able to come back.
Gotcha. Because Sarissa's my side area
Mhm.
code.
Mm-hmm. Your side lady.
Future squeeze.
Jesus Christ.
Who? So what do you guys want to do then?
I want to go to Maelstrom and check on our shipmates.
Okay.
And I'll head into town.
Okay. Into Skullport with Keo?
Yeah.
I'll come with Minette.
I also suggest to Keo that he changes to something looking similar to me.
All right,
You're like, what's
then-
wrong?
So I'm going to be an exact copy of him, half the size.
Okay. Perfect.
Since I can't disguise myself, I will also go to Maelstrom.
I offer Bond 2 potions from my quiver.
I'm like, all right.
Here you go.
I need you to roll me those right now for me, please. And I will mark down what they are. Or actually, no, I'm going to roll them. That way, if it's a number that was rolled...
So if you start laughing maniacally, yeah. Because I've been writing down the numbers.
Have you?
And my log sheet going, bad. Surprisingly, they're all bad.
No way.
Okay, so Bon, what he hands you is a potion that is red and green and gray. They are very distinct colors, almost like they have separated somehow. When you shake it, it turns into the drink Hypnotic. It just swirls. The the colors don't actually blend.
Ooh.
So mark that one down. Your other one is blue, yellow, gray. So let's handle Maelstrom first. So who's all going to Maelstrom?
I'm going.
Everybody.
Everybody's going?
Everybody. Okay.
We're gonna
All
do
right.
we're gonna do one thing then the other. So
Okay.
we don't split the party.
Yay.
Okay, sounds good. So you toot the horn.
Yep.
You appear in the purple marble coral room with green bioluminescent lighting. That's what it is.
Fancy.
Kenny, you notice the crack in the floor is still there and yet to be repaired.
I smirk.
Minette, you think maybe this structure isn't actually repairable like that. They might be able to buff things out, but this might be actually part of some coral. So you know what? In fact, what you're seeing is if you inspect it, like I think Kinian would inspect his work at this point, right? So
Yeah.
so like you walk over and you're just like reminiscing over it, and you see they've like smashed stuff down into the floor, into this crack like far down below. And there's a little bit of like seawater down in there. It looks like they're almost trying to grow the floor back together.
Oh, that's cool.
No bodies. It's been 8+ hours at this point. So you guys head up to Sarissa's?
Do they regularly send guards down here in case we send them random shit?
I think after the skinned dragon, they kind of now send people down here to just double check every couple hours. And it just so happens that this is one of the times, and a very large female storm giantess appears, is in full battle armor, so has coral security armor and stuff like that on, and has her giant jagged trident, and she says, "The obsidian flame."
I go, ooh, I'm a scary sea spawn. At a 6.
At a 6.
She says, "Curious. Well, we received some bodies of yours.
Yeah.
We assume it's you."
Yep. You know it.
Have you seen my crew?
So it
That
was
would-
your crew.
That would be the bodies.
Ah,
Are they well?
yes, they are in our stasis tanks right now. Would you like to see them, or would you like to see my queen?
I'd like to see a stasis tank.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for the crew, not for Sarissa. We
Yeah.
really appreciate that you've been taking care of the people that Kinian sent you.
No problem.
I walk up to her, and I reach up and pat her on like the ankle,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Thank you for taking care of my people." And I start striding up the stairs,
Okay.
headed to the watering hole to get a drink, and then I'm gonna go see Sarissa.
No problem for friends of the court. And so she takes you guys up to the pool of water that's in this room, and she leans down and hands you or puts out a palm with probably about 100 pounds of the sick, slimy, nasty sea kelp seaweed type thing. And she says, "My friends, I need you to eat this."
Okay.
Yeah, Keo's actually like already like fork and spoon, just like
Yeah, the tarnished fork.
yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
You need to breathe underwater.
Oh, I could have taken care of that anyway, but thanks. And I take an extra helping.
Okay.
Do you have
take some.
extra?
Tastes good.
I have this. This is all I've got.
It's only 100 pounds. I mean, it's not nearly enough for the 4 of you.
I try to slide it a little way in my cheek just in case.
Okay, so you're like and cheek a bunch, and she's like, take what you need. If you like, you can try and store some of this kelp, a helping per person. I'll let you take a helping for Kenyon as well.
Yay.
Okay. And then
seaweed of water breathing.
Yes. Do you consume then other than Kyo?
Sure.
Let's go down this rabbit hole, shall we?
Why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Behind your ears become extremely itchy as gills start to grow and pop from your neck.
I already had gills.
Yes, Kyo, your tendrils actually start to stiffen and stick outward. More like a catfish than your dragon tendrils.
Okay.
You hope it's temporary.
Yeah, lasts longer than 4 hours. Consult your doctor.
Consult your doctor. That's right.
I don't want to make all the other kobolds blush.
So these gills, they pop up behind your ears, and she starts to wade into the water, and she says, "Come with me, Order." And she does like this half dive into the water, down to a grate.
I go to dive and kind of belly flop.
Okay. You guys follow along, and the water is very chilly. You do not require any constitution save, though, as the weed, it protects against it. She gets down by this grate, pulls this like lever, which keeps spinning, so she's pulling. It looks a lot like a helm, almost identical, like it's been repurposed, and it pulls this underwater gate upward. The whirlpool that's in the center of this column stops, and there is yes,
is this where I was before with the crabs?
Yep. You see a bunch of wreckage down here. Looking upwards, you actually see you can't see too far because your eyes aren't used to being underwater. That's not how eyes work. You need glasses in front of them that are sealed with air. But as far as you can see, you see this like blurry mountain that goes upward, and then like this circle and a circle of light up above. It reaches hundreds and hundreds of feet up. She takes you in through another gate, and you pass a whale that is sleeping in the water at this point. She kind of gives the whale a pat, and you guys get out, and she takes you to this another area, moving your way through this castle-like structure. She takes you to a section where there's more of this transparent like glass. It's super thick, transparent stone, and on the other side you see your crewsmen or your crew. They are all floating in the water, and they have these seaweed apparatuses that are wrapped around their torsos and around their face, and they are just kind of drifting there. And she says, "You are quite lucky. We are good at dehydration techniques and making sure that those who are dehydrated are rehydrated expertly. These small folk they look like they're almost ready. I'd say another day or so. You see them, and they are looking healthy. They don't look ragged or anything like that.
Fatso looks like he's been eating.
No, he's still skinny as a rail. And Skinny is he looks healthy. I mean, they all look healthy.
He's lost a little weight.
A little bit.
They starved him a little.
Yeah.
But
So, I'm just curious. You all left a dragonborn here last time, and you never came to collect him. Do you want him? Do you want him?
That's not a dragonborn. That's an actual dragon.
What?
I thought we explained that.
Yeah, I thought we
I was misunderstanding. Okay. I guess that would explain why he had that collar on. Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of a prisoner. We don't really know what to do with him at the moment. He attacked a town, so he clearly is not very good.
He's been talking about his father, lately. Something about some dragon named Klauth. I don't know. It's whatever. I didn't realize he was a real dragon.
I'd say people often mistake that.
I'm not good at these kind of things. I've never seen a dragon before. Apparently we had a dragon in our midst only a couple of months ago, and I never knew it.
That's kind of their thing. They don't really want you to know that they're dragons, because they're up to no good.
They are up to no good. Dragons are nothing but no good rotten lizards.
Them's fighting words.
She looks at you and she says,
dragons.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to offend a little tiny dragon. And she like taps you on the head.
Does Keo puff up at being called a dragon?
A little bit, but then he also, is a little, it rubs him the wrong way being called tiny.
Yeah.
Because that, he was the
demeaning
runt as a kid, so.
Well, it's good to see that our crew is recovering. We really appreciate you guys taking care of them. I guess leave them in stasis until we can come back, just so they're not like freaked out. I don't think they've ever been to Maelstrom conscious, so.
We've never seen these little ones before.
Yeah.
You sent an awful lot though. Not too long ago, so I don't know. I could have missed them. I'm not that observant.
Yeah, it's fine. We probably didn't.
I can tell.
Just keep them safe.
Well, dude, that's my job.
They had a bad week. I think they deserve some rest. I just don't want them freaking out and being like, "Holy shit, there's giants."
We were tied up on a pole, and now we're in this totally different place, all wet with giants.
They wouldn't know that. They know that we have history with the giants because the crew
True.
was there when we rescued Hikatan.
True.
So it wouldn't be too bad.
We could leave a note too. I go find Kinian at the bar.
I just like squirm right up past that hill giant, like past his folds, and get myself a nice big drink.
Yeah. At this point, like the hill giant just kind of like is afraid of you and just kind of moves out of your way, like this is your bar now.
I contemplate for a moment what a hill giant would look like in a bow tie, and I hold up my bow tie to kind of like in front of him.
Well, it already has one. It has like a Chippendales get up.
Oh, never mind. And he's got the cuffs and everything.
Yep.
With no shirt on.
Yep. You get your alcohol.
Yeah.
And you start heading over towards the crab, and you're pounding on its carapace.
Poorly.
You hear like the slow clap behind you, and when you look back, it's Uther, the uncle of Sarissa, and he says, "Kinian, welcome back.
It's good to be back.
We have some charges of yours."
Yeah, I was in a tough spot there. The only thing I could think of was to send them to you. Do I owe you guys?
No, don't worry about it. I think Sarissa is very happy to help.
Oh, that's fantastic. Do I see like Imrith's head mounted on the wall in here or anything like from the kills that we sent that I've been bringing back? Do I see evidence of the dragons?
I like that, yes. You see 4 freshly mounted dragon heads. A blue, which is Imrith, a white, a black, and a red.
So I'm assuming that these aren't like stuffed. It's just the skeleton heads, right?
No, these are actually taxidermied.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
How good is the taxidermy?
Real good.
Oh, damn, son. I mentioned to Uther with my eyes kind of slowly leading up to the skulls on the wall. I like what you've done with the place.
Why, thank you. It's my handiwork. And he pulls out a skinning knife, and he starts walking towards you. And he says, "Now, I'm no fool. I know you fancy Queen Sarissa. So, I will only tell you this once. Do not hurt my niece, or they won't find you."
There's a slow Adam's apple movement in my throat as I swallow. Not like that's the only sign that Uther can see that it's actually phased me. And I respond, "I'm technically already spoken for, and I'm more scared of her than I am of you."
Well, that settles it then. No more advances on Sarissa.
It was just a dream.
Now, would you like to speak with the queen?
Oh yeah.
And he takes you into the throne room. Hikatan is there. He is counseling Sarissa. They are both standing over a pool of water that's in the throne room, and the pool of water is spinning slightly, and it's shining. They seem to be scrying.
I walk right between the two of them, because there's definitely enough space between the giants, and just squeeze my way in and look down into the water.
Okay. When you squeeze in, you look down into the water, and you see someone who looks like Brickleworm and has Eifer tied up in ropes and is in a dark cavernous area. You see like the faint glow of this like yellow light, and the person is sitting there in a chair in front of Eifer and is talking to Eifer. Says, "Now, we're gonna get that stone out of you one way or the another."
And I'm slapping Hikatan. Like, I'm the interrupter at the movie. Basically, I'm interrupting the DM in the same fashion that Kinian's interrupting, like, they're scrying. And I'm like, tap on Hikatan's leg. "I know that guy. And that Brickleworm guy's a jerk. He pretends he's a viper. I don't understand it. He has multiple personality, and I'm pretty sure he has my spear. I've seen yellow light like that before."
Like they just finished talking, and like Eifer looks like scared, and the pool like just disappears.
I reach down and touch the water.
It's cold.
I look up and I'm like, "How'd you do that?" And nothing happens, and I start slapping it with my hand, and I lean up like while still smacking the water. I'm like, "How do I make the magic? There's stuff I want to look at."
This is it. Where do you need to look at?
It's private.
This isn't a peeping pool.
Oh no. I stand up and look a little sullen.
Sarissa says, "So, you said you've seen that location before?"
"Yeah, I just came from there."
She's got this really beautiful orange and white nautilus shell around her neck, and it stops glowing as you look at her. Like, it just dims. Its Dwemer dims, and now it looks like a just a standard really large nautilus shell. And she says, "Where is that?"
"I was in a cave at the cave mouth. There's rocks. My boat is messed up. Do you have people for that?"
"We have parts for that. We have no need for boats.
"Can you fix my boat?"
We can give you the parts for it."
"Oh, awesome. I was in Waterdeep, and my ancestors told me of a cave. that leads to a city. And I crashed my boat, fought some giant sharks. They're bigger than you.
No.
They must have been like 50 feet large.
Those are big sharks.
Yeah, like, at least twice the size of you. And I mean, it's... Kenyon actually believes that they're twice the size because of the water combat. To me, it seemed that large. But I believe the word for the city name was Skullport.
That means nothing to us.
How are you gonna know where to ship the parts? Could you come with us?
No. We'll figure something out on that part. That's an awfully long journey for us.
Oh.
It's like 2 10-days journey.
Oh, that is a big ask, considering you just saved my crew.
Right. But what I do ask is that if you know where this person is, I need you to get him.
Oh, I'm gonna get him.
We think he has a piece of 6 inside of him. This little gnome.
Oh, you're talking about the gnome. I was planning on getting the one with the weapons in his hand, not Eifer. That guy's worthless.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah. I mean, the first time I think I fought with him, some giants carried him off.
I think he's worth more than what you think. He has inside of him a piece of 6.
Piece of what?
It's an ancient artifact passed down by the giant lords of old. It was said to have been given to us giants as tokens of NM's love, so that we may talk with NM as he has been banished from the material plane. One who possesses all of the pieces of 6 is able to open a portal to the celestial plane and converse with NM, asking him questions. And some say that might even be his way back to the material plane.
Over the ring, you guys hear, "When are you guys getting back? Because this is really boring." They're talking about pieces of 6, and I saw Eifer, and he is being...
Oh, wait, Eifer?
Yeah.
He's here?
No, I think he's in Skullport with Brickleworm.
He's in Skullport?
Yeah.
It's time to go.
So she continues speaking, but this is all like telepathic.
Yep. I think by the end of that conversation is when she ends and that's how NM could potentially get back to the material plane.
To Kenyon, it's all just flappy gums. I am eyeing her probably inappropriately in front of Uther.
He like shifts his foot to like kick you in the rump. Is there anything you want to do?
Ask her for a favor.
What is this favor, Kenyon?
A token of you, my lady, with a smirk at Uther. I look up at her. What is she wearing? Is there like a brooch or like a hair clip or something like that? Like a token. Like I'm seriously asking for like a knight asking for like a handkerchief.
Yeah, I think so. She's got a giant clam, like hair. What's that called?
Are you talking a hair clip?
Yeah. Whatever that is with the like fork, and it just keeps everything in place. Yeah, it's like a comb. I don't know.
I don't know that kind of stuff.
Yeah, a hair comb type thing. Anyways,
like a fishbone comb or something.
Yes, she gives you a giant clamshell hair accessory,
and it's giant size. So, like, how big is this in relationship to Kenyon?
So, it's about the size of your head, but when you reach out to grab it, it shrinks.
I'm like, this makes the magic. I put it into my hair.
Okay. All right.
Lift my
crag cat. Do you do like an updo?
Yeah. I lift my crag cat up and I put it in my hair and then put the hat back on.
Is that all you needed from me?
It's just something to remember you by. And I wink, and I look back at Uther and break a big smile.
And then Bond bursts in the room. Come on, Kinian, we gotta go. We gotta go.
What's the big deal?
I grab Kinian and I start walking towards the door and I go, Manette, blow the thingy.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has awesome blogs. They've got cool information on there about writing new adventures and things around D&D. You can find a giant archive on all our episodes. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.